Across the continent of Greater Banya, peoples of all walks of life share a common sense. A sense that something is approaching. What it is remains a secret to most, but they can feel it. Rumors of sickness spread in the south. A mountain flies in the west. An army of living flame marches through the desert sands, leaving a line of glass as their trodden path. Yes, these are the troubles set to welcome a god into this world. Behelit, the lidless eye, god of the searing light. She approaches and will not be deterred. However, a few know of her coming and prepare. A deadly and cunning thief, a champion of the mountain tribes, a cleric of chaos, a brilliant artificer, and a scarred soul whose past is catching up with him. Can these individuals save the rest? Can they kill a god? Can they save their friend? Can they each finally find a home? Let us together read the final chapters of these heroes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where Her for Goat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons. It's a game of shared storytelling where I have totally an idea of what's going to happen tonight in our story. I'm Andrew Gilbert, he, him, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and I'm not alone. With me, as always, is Galway, playing the Tiefling Sorcerer Charity.
Hey everybody, Galway, pronouns him or they, them, and I play Calvarin Charity, the family, whose pronouns are he, him.
Adam, playing the Halfling Rogue Burbage Kemp.
Hi. Yes, my name is Adam. Pronouns they, them, or he, him. And I'm pleased as punch to be back on the Helpful Goat Twitch website playing Burbage Kemp, whose pronouns are he and his.
Lena, playing the Goliath Barbarian Stormbringer.
Hi, I'm Lena, and my pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Stormbringer, whose pronouns are also she, her.
And Rachel, playing the Gnomish Artificer Clem.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I play Clem, and we also use she, hers. We seems weird to say we, like we're some unit. Anyway, sorry.
You're very quiet. If you could scream for us.
I'm
Just
specifically
very loud.
talking quietly because there's a baby
Because of
at
the
my
baby.
feet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's almost like you totally do that.
Sam, playing the mystical rogue Tiefling Ire.
Oh, and it comes out, I guess. Whoa. Hi, everyone. I'm Sam. I use he and they pronouns, and Ire uses he and him. And I think it's funny how like we go one week without having like starting off with introductions, and now it's already a little chaotic.
Yeah, that's not because we skipped the
Our introductions are always yeah. And Darcy, playing the Tiefling Cleric Hikari.
Hey, I'm Darcy. I play Hikari. My pronouns are Darcy's pronouns are they, them, and Hikari's are she, hers.
And that's the cast of Goats and Dragons Friends. This is a live Twitch broadcast of a podcast that we have called Goats and Dragons. And you can listen to that, and maybe by the time you get caught up, we'll be wrapping up the campaign, because we are in the last chunk of the campaign. There's only 6 days left.
Been saying that for 2
in the
years.
campaign.
I was gonna
But
say, yeah,
also,
okay. So
yeah.
there's like 13 days or whatever, but how long has it been since there were 15 days?
In real time, yeah, many months.
There you go, Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is how they could get caught up. And we also have a couple other podcasts. Helpful Goat Presents, which has some behind the scenes, but also shorter one shots and campaigns, and also has the interlocking campaign of the world of Tier that Galway GMs. It's very good. And we have a podcast called Dom and Dragons, which is a 25 episode campaign where we played with actor Dominique Monaghan, who's real nice, real sweet, and it was a really fun, longer than we expected arc of a campaign. And right now we are affiliate on Twitch, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. And as a reminder, anyone who has Amazon Prime, you kind of have Prime Gaming, and so you have a free, subscription that actually makes us money and has nothing, is absolutely free to you. It'd be cool to get that, and if not us, use it on another small streamer that needs a little support. We have a few commands in our chat if you want. Exclamation point merch. We'll get you a link to our merch page. Exclamation point ko-fi gets you a link to our coffee page if you want to just help support us directly like that, and help us have enough money to continue doing all this amazing storytelling that we're doing with somewhat professional stuff. And exclamation point Discord would get you a link to our Discord page where we hang out the most. That's sort of our community hub. And on there we play games together, and we talk about games, and we watch movies, and Rachel had been reading to us before the baby, and we just kind of hang out together and our friends. It's a really fun time, and if you like us, I would suggest joining that. And then we also have exclamation point donate, which is a command that links you to charities that we specifically like to champion. And Galway, do you mind speaking on this month's?
Right now, we're offering a link to our support for the Trevor Project, benefiting LGBTQI in America. And as always, we encourage you, if you have the time, the energy, the resources, check that out. And if you're feeling so inclined, look for charities in your area supporting the same community and causes. Donations there go a very long way supporting groups in your area.
Indubitably. Is there a Chelsea poem? Which I don't know if did we read the Chelsea poem last week?
There wasn't one. Chelsea has severe
okay, good.
COVID
Okay,
and pneumonia, so I think she's a little
Sure.
bit,
Absolutely.
Hopefully she gets better
understandable.
soon.
Yes. Chelsea, please get better. Anyone who has COVID, which is several people in our community, please get better.
We can read Meg's emojis.
Yes, please.
Ilano hype. Stella 15 duck dance. 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 Stella 15 frog party. Stella 15 frog party. Stella 15 frog party. Stella 15 frog party. Cool like wiggle. Cool like wiggle. Cool like wiggle. Cool like wiggle. Thank you, Meg.
Thanks, Meg. That's so sweet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we just have such amazing community members that, I'm
Really creative.
Just hold on. I'm just getting a little. This is a cool community. Thank you, Meg. You're awesome. Yeah. So I think we're ready to. I think that was pretty much it. I think we're getting through this. We're very good at these now. We get through them very quickly, and I enjoy that. So I think we're ready to jump in. Yeah? All right. Last time on Goats and Dragons was a recap of the last time on Goats and Dragons to a certain extent. Because we weren't able to record that episode, we have sort of redone a little bit of it though sort of the actions that occurred in the lost section still did happen. We just gave some more flavor to some of it. Stormbringer died, met with their parents, came back to life. Clem had a great line, death has no power in my presence, I think is what it was, which is amazing. The aftermath of a battle in this dank, dark prison underneath a frozen city above a Federo. You freed Charity's brother Ire from this very prison where he seemed to be being held captive by some of the forces in Federo that are working against you. And it was revealed at the end of last episode, though not to the characters, that there is a familiar voice speaking to our good friend Ire here, and the cigar box in his pocket currently. So, friends, now, as you're still reeling from not only the battle, which was incredibly physically taxing, all of you smell already, and it's very early in the day. You don't recall the last time you had a shower exactly. The dust and dirt and sand of this place has made a bit of a patina on you. And you're already pretty tired. But not only that, the added mental stress of feeling like you've lost a chunk of this day, that your memory just blacked out during some of this. And for Stormbringer, the mental exertion of coming back from the dead, you would guess it's probably around noon at this point, and already you're hoping that the day doesn't have much more in it. Alas, that is not quite the way things are going, as there does seem to be a ticking clock on not only Federo or the world, but also on whatever is happening in now a couple nights with Yizak, who asked you to come to dinner and who seems to be holding a few people hostage. Friends, exhausted and tired, mentally drained, and yet having to go on. What is it you would like to do now?
Andy, are you playing music in Roll20?
Oh, I don't think so.
I
Oh, a
can't
little
hear
bit.
it. And if you are, I want to hear it.
No.
Anyway, what is people doing? Other
Our
than
goal is to find the cigar box. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's all we
The-
have
Yeah.
on the
Yep.
list right now.
Yep. That's the next item on the list.
I think Charity would sort of, with people generally gathered as we were for the rest. Well, so I don't think killing a giant construct monstrosity was on the list of to-dos, but we got that done.
It's like part of the find the stick purse item that is comprehensive of all the things we have to deal with until we find the stick purse. So I think the next part of that of the finding the stick purse is we go very carefully out of the prison because it seems like a dead end. Go back to where it wasn't a dead end and wander around aimlessly until we find the stick purse because we can't use the dagger anymore because is it in a black hole now, or does it just create black holes? We can't use it
No,
regardless.
it doesn't really create them. That was more just the intersection of a demiplane with a demiplane tends to do bad things to reality. But
I don't know what you're saying to me.
the dagger tears holes in reality in one direction, and the construct tore holes in reality in the other direction. And so when you sort of overlapped those edges, reality exploded.
What
Technically,
he
it
means is
imploded.
it won't happen next time.
Correct. Although your point is correct. We can't really use it without tearing open a hole to another dimension. That the last time we did that, something real creepy tried to kidnap me.
What if I use it because I'm really heavy, so I don't think I could get kidnapped?
I'm not sure how well you would do resisting the mental hypnosis that it used on me.
I weigh over 300 pounds. I'm very large.
How do you conceive
I'm sorry, I
of...
told you I wasn't going to derail this when we were talking before this game started, and then I'm automatically doing it. Okay.
Sure.
Anyway, we should go out of the prison. Get out of the prison.
You're all
And-
leaving this area, says Anton.
Yeah, because we have to find a stick purse.
You're not exhausted. You're not tired. The
I'm
next
really
thing you
tired.
come across is just gonna kill you.
Well, no, we've been worse off than this before, and we have a deadline to hit, so we gotta go very carefully.
Well, we're going to stay here, recuperate, and find our way out.
Do you
Have
any
fun.
knowledge about other areas? I know you got chased here by
Sure.
monstrosity, but
Let's see. We covered the library. We covered the main part of the Dagger, that main strip, the bridge. We went over that very carefully. We didn't make it to the factory or to the temple, and I think there's a sort of a crypt as well.
All right.
Somewhere.
I'm sorry. Are we in a game of Clue? Do you have a map of this place?
I mean, I used to.
I mean, I have a pipe wrench.
Zerai took it. Was that a threat? If I don't have the map that Zerai
No.
took, you're going to beat me with a pipe or a wrench?
this isn't a threat. It's just free association. Proceed.
Sure. No, I remember most of it you can get to through that main sort of drag of the city.
What? When he's saying main drag of the city, does that correspond to anything that we feel like we've been through?
Probably, yeah. At least like the most major city-ish part that you've been through was that first area when you like came down.
Okay. Did you...
It's structured like a dagger. That's why they call it that. There's that sort of hilt at the north end. You're in sort of the dagger point almost at this. Well,
Yeah, we're like in
I
the
guess you-
shaft of the dagger.
well, if you flip it, this is kind of the hilt,
No, just the tip.
Oh,
and then maybe
okay.
the top is the.
Is the
I
tip
don't know.
not part of the
It's
shaft?
It's sort of a wonky X or a cross.
It's a
or something.
cruciform. It's a cruciform shape. We get it.
Sure, yes.
So, when you were moving around in these other areas, did you see any signs of people having been active here recently?
Yes, we had to hide from a small group of guards that had come from this area not too long ago.
From this area?
Yeah, it was 2 days ago now, perhaps.
Okay, so... But literally from, like, this prison area, not a different part of the dagger.
I think so, unless there are passages that we are not aware of or something like
Well,
that.
fair, but at least from this direction, so far as you know.
Sure, yes.
Well, and so, just to make sure that I'm scanning this correctly, Andy,
Mm.
The main drag of the city would be that part where it like branched into different paths.
Yeah, where you could kind of go, in different areas, and you chose the bridge path.
Yeah, and then he's
And that-
referencing the bridge, which we saw. He says he made mention of a crypt, which was, we think, one of the other forks that we could have gone on.
Yeah.
So we saw that.
And then probably the factory the other way.
Is the
And-
the thing that we
And then you
also-
didn't really, explore the west side of that.
Okay, so what he's saying is relatively lining up with our mental map more. or
Yeah,
less.
you think so.
My inside head friend wants to go to one of those places, right?
Yes.
The crypt, correct?
I believe so.
So, so the only recent activity you saw was from this direction. You searched, you said, the library, and you didn't get much
Yes.
of an opportunity to get...
We searched the library, and I think we got about everything there is to get. And then we sort of broke the entrance to it because there were things in there.
Things?
Yes.
Like
these sort
books?
of. Well, there were certainly books in the library. Yes, but there were these sort of troll-ish creatures. They looked diseased and
Oh, you met
And-
those too.
decayed things.
Okay, cool.
Um,
So you just decided to run from those as well?
Well, yes, a bunch of them got out, and we broke the door. We caved in the library, if I'm being honest. And he
Okay.
kind of looks over to Toro. Toro's like,
That not here to judge you. Just making sure.
sure.
Okay,
Alright.
the last time we got a clear reading from the dagger before it started doing the woo portal thing, what was like what was the last clear direction reading we got from it for where the stick purse is?
That was when we were on the surface, roughly headed towards this area.
But like
And-
what direction from like
From the surface, it sort of generally pointed like southwest.
All of
But it
this
was-
is southwest.
Yeah,
But like if
But
we
it was
keep
also-
going southwest down here,
there's no south of here. Yeah.
no, south isn't down, Andy. South is south.
No, we're in the southernmost
Yes.
point of the dagger.
Yeah.
That would be the explanation when you two started making jokes.
Sorry, we had to make dick jokes.
Yeah. And if you remember with the stick purse, it was not able to give you a clear
Yeah.
like direction
Yeah.
because of whatever powerful magic seemed to be on it. But
Yeah.
it did point you fairly directly toward Ire.
Yeah. And that was sort of what we followed down here. Was
Yeah.
we were like, hey, we can get to Ire at least. But even that was pretty general, and from what I recall, got more confused the more we were down here.
Yes. And
So
you've not
we
really
don't
down
have-
here been able to use it.
Like, even
Real
before
well
it
at all.
tore holes in reality, it was doing the thing where it was just spinning.
So we don't have like any clues to go off of, right? Really? So like the only things that we could go off of is like if it's down here, it was brought down here. So we need to like try to track the most recent movement down here that isn't from the Torah group, because otherwise we have nothing.
I mean, other than Ire was like the biggest clue you had toward Ponway. Since you had heard that Ponway was the one keeping Ire prisoner, or his organization.
That was one of the reasons we were
What?
trying to get Ire.
Ire was being kept by the spiders.
Tail
By the
spiders?
pale spiders.
Pale spiders, there it is. Which was an organization run by Ponway.
Okay.
And so you
Have we
had thought
asked Ira about Ponway? We haven't really had a
No.
chance to like talk
No.
to him, right?
no one's
so
talked to Ire really.
to this point, what it did come up that he was my captor,
Yes, we had
Uh,
confirmation that
and-
he
Wait.
talked to you.
Yeah.
Conway?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I thought Caloran was your captor.
Yes.
Yes.
But before Caloran, it was Ponway.
Caloran inherited a captured Ire.
Yes.
Yes.
But
So-
also, Ponway did not himself capture me.
but did talk to you, and we knew that.
Yes.
We like asked Ire like, where did Conway go?
No,
Do you have
because
any idea?
we've been in the presence
Uh,
of strangers pretty much continuously.
We should do that. Let's do that.
Well, yes, Charity's goal is to move away from the people and then maybe talk to Ire.
I mean, I think we can trust these people, Charity. They've been through battles with us.
Apropos of what?
Toro and I have arm wrestled. It was cool.
That
I have a
wasn't
rock from
Yeah.
him.
He like shuffles around in his armor a little bit and pulls out a broken slab of rock as well.
Yeah, I've got that. It's like a friendship rock.
Yeah. And Anton is like, Toro, Splash, if they would like to leave and go off on their own and get murdered probably by whatever's down here, we shouldn't follow that. Let's all rest up.
Hey, Anton, are you corporeal?
Yes.
Corporeal?
Are you? Yes.
Are you sure?
This is an odd line of questioning.
I can confirm that he's corporeal. I
Definitely
was
can
touching up
confirm.
his corporeal a little bit early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes you seemed maybe not that once, like 3 months ago in real life, or 4 months ago,
Yeah, didn't I investigate something in them, but I didn't
a
really
while
get
ago.
any new information? Because they seemed weird.
Are you weird?
It's been a while, so.
You did detect thoughts on Anton as he was looking through the bag and talking to Zerai. And mostly that was about kind of keeping things hidden to make sure that your group didn't necessarily see them in the bag. But it was probably some of the treasures that they got down here is what you gained.
But so we didn't do anything along the lines of them being like weird and holographic. It wasn't holographic, but it was like something was strange.
There
about
was
them,
something
right?
that they seemed illusory
Yeah.
to you.
As one possibility, yeah. Because also you were unable to get Zerai
Okay.
detected at all.
Which also would now make sense if she was
Who?
Riddle Machina.
The
The Gith, who was
I
Riddle
have
Machina.
her name down as Shazale.
Shazel Zerai, yeah.
Oh, she has
There you go.
multiple names. Weird.
She has
Okay.
last name like
Just
a lot
like
of
you.
people.
I was gonna say, okay,
Wait,
this
you're
is
with the
vaguely
top
rich coming
Vicky
from
Stormbringer and Nola
Vithi
Kool-Aid.
Nula
Right.
Stormbringer
Yeah.
Tulane. You were the one who
Okay.
started with the most names.
Okay, we don't have to follow up on that. We can just go say bye to my friendship rock and then go talk to Ire.
What time is it right now? Do we know?
You're not
Vaguely? I
exactly
know we're
sure, yeah.
underground, so you don't have.
And you
like,
lost time. So
We
like,
lost time. We don't think we lost a
Okay.
lot of time
Right.
based on the fact that like Ire was finishing casting a spell. You were in the process of running, and also Stormbringer was still dying, not dead.
Yeah.
So
So I'm fine to keep going. I don't know about everybody else in terms of your well-being.
So Charity is just at this point going to wander over to Ire and start speaking relatively quietly in Infernal.
okay.
All right. How are you holding up after that and then the forgetting and then that again?
Honestly, quite well, I think. I mean, it's nice getting to stretch my bones, even though they were smashed to smithereens in that fight.
It's You've said that Conway interrogated you and had captured you.
I wouldn't say interrogated. He just kind of talked at me.
So being captured by him is exactly like working for him.
I kind of got that feeling. But yeah, the
Similar levels of knowledge.
Caloran was definitely the more interrogative of the two.
Well, is there anything? Do you know why he?
What wasn't him? It was the pale spiders who got their fangs in me.
But presumably on
and
his orders, yes.
I know that he had sway, that I was his captive, and but he didn't have the power to free me, or at least that's what he told me.
And he didn't harm you, correct?
Well, he didn't let me go.
Well,
but
yes,
no,
he incarcerated you, but he didn't, torture you the way Caloran did.
No. He did talk a lot. He told me too much. At one point, he even told me that his new favorite musical was coming to town. The Pale Spider-Man Turn Off the Dart.
Wait, didn't I make a "Turn Off the Dark" reference at some point?
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
I did, but it wasn't that, was it?
No.
No, it was that.
Wait, what?
Was it?
Yeah.
But did I come up with the pale Spider-Man part?
Yeah.
Hey, that's awesome.
In a reference to Spider-Man movies, No Way Home, Pale Spider-Man, Turn Off the Dark.
Yeah.
Charity,
Anyway.
as you're sort of walking down this hallway/stairwell talking, is just going to turn to the wall and just go whack. Oh god, it's contagious.
All he's doing is referencing a real musical that happened in Federa.
Sorry, sometimes I need to just replace one pain with another.
The pain of breaking the fourth wall.
How much do you know about what's going on the surface?
Well, as as giving as Ponway was with the goings on and the surface life, the last few months under Caloran have been I've received much less intel, little and less.
So the city is basically a popsicle at this point. It's moved from it's cold to people are dying quickly. The Temple of Ryn is not shockingly under the control of Yizak and in control of the city by and large. A giant army of living flame is bearing down on the city. It's probably gonna be here today, tomorrow, somewhere in there. That's not good for us, by the way. We tell you more, but I'd rather have everyone else from the group here, and we can just talk once we've gotten away from. It's not even that I don't trust them in terms of I think they're malicious. It's just I'm pretty sure you would need to gently poke Anton in the ribs to get him to sell whatever secrets he had.
Do we even know why they're all here?
Treasure hunting,
Seemed
they
it
said, but
seems very strange that suddenly two completely different groups would show up in the same place at the
Even-
same time.
even stranger when one of the groups involves a real machina.
Hmm. All right.
Let's get headed, and then we can go over some of the rest of our information.
Cool.
Yeah, it seems like, yeah, then as people are kind of getting their stuff around, Anton's making himself more comfortable in this space. Clem and Akari, as the two of you are kind of getting your stuff around, Splash comes up to the two of you. Hey, you two seem cool. Are you cool?
Totally cool. What do you got?
Listen, I am a connoisseur, you might say, of lots of different kinds of liquids. I made this, and he kind of holds a flask out to the two of you.
I immediately grab it, and I
I was
smell
gonna say
it.
the same thing.
Oh.
So we are like
The two of you.
the two of us are like kind of wrestling over it like a little bit,
I'll
but
just
then I
say,
give
listen,
it up.
if it's alcohol, it's yours.
I give it up to Clem.
I mean, it's sort of alcohol. It's do you know what whoopsie berries are?
Try some of this.
It's a pretty that distilled extract of that. That's
I'm sorry, are you a drug dealer?
no, I'm not. No, I'm not a drug. No,
No
but
dealer.
Is this like the first one's free?
I was hoping for a little bit of cash for it. We're pretty low on funds at the moment, though we have kind of, I think,
So
enough
you
to
want us to
sell.
fund your drug startup, is what you're saying?
No, I don't.
I'll
listen.
fund your drug startup, and then I get out some gold.
How fun!
I give him 10 gold.
What I'm saying is, I think you may enjoy imbibing it, and I think you, Clem, may just enjoy the make of it.
Oh yeah, I'm really curious.
Yeah, there are weird effects that happen when an individual gets. I think there's no other way to say it than poisoned by this. It feels great for them, and only a little bit should do the trick. But the effects can be pretty intense.
He's only interacting with the two characters who weren't around for our first run-in with Whoopsie Berries, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome.
But you did Whoopsie Berries. That was Whoopsie Berries really recently when you got super, super high and I think had
With
a sex party with
The German.
Rosabella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But definitely not our first issues with Burbage and Whoopsie Berry.
So like
Or
Hikari
Stormbringer.
and
Oh yeah, that was the time.
Clem would
Oh,
have
yeah.
like seen that at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know of these things, certainly.
Is there enough for us to split it?
Of course. Yeah. Listen, again, only like a sip will like kind of get
Well,
you
I don't
fucked
want to
up.
fucking take this stuff. My body is a temple, obviously.
Obviously, I see that.
I just
And
want to know about it.
right. Some people could imbibe it if they want. Some people could study it if they want. The flask is nothing special. You can keep the flask.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
I always need more containers for liquids. You understand?
Sure. Yep. He kind of opens part of his tiny trench coat as a kobold, and he's got a bunch of vials and potions on the inside. So I don't know, maybe 200 gold.
Wait, for
Squeeze me?
the whoopsie berry stuff?
The extract, yes.
Oh, I put away my 10 gold.
So you come up to us completely cold.
Yeah.
No, you just give us these drugs.
I'm just saying, you two seem
And
the
you
coolest.
say you need 200 gold.
I mean, that's what I could negotiate a little bit. Do you want a stake in my potions
Knew this was gonna be
business?
a fucking business.
But it also helps feed us. I mean, we don't actually have a lot of money on us right now.
Well, do I make money directly from this business, or do I have to give all the profits to you? I mean, what's the shape, you would say?
200 gold for, I don't know, 5% of the profits? And the well-being of getting to study something interesting and imbibing it and knowing that you helped your friends along the way.
What if it's already in my hand, and you know that we're strong enough to kick your ass, and you just let us have it?
I would assume that people of your stature are better suited to the mores of society.
What's our stature?
I've heard about you. The family. I heard you did some great things and some awful things as well.
Yeah, I'd say probably you've come up to the two least likely people to just pay you and go along with this. You said we seem cool. There's a reason for that.
You've come up to the two most likely to just rob you.
He kind of looks over at Hikari. You wouldn't rob me, would you?
I'm sorry, you think she's gonna be the more reasonable one?
She's
I just
quiet.
smile at him.
You said you've heard of us, so
More of a quiet one, this one. I thought maybe reasonable. No? Okay.
I will
Could
give
I-
you some money, though. I won't just steal from you, but 200 gold is ridiculous.
Okay, well. Please, 100 gold then.
Wow,
How
you just went
about-
down by 50% immediately, huh? Have you negotiated before?
Not really. I'm more of the brains of the operation. I don't handle the day-to-day dealing.
Oh, the brains, huh? I'm getting that vibe right now.
Hey, you and me had a thing, remember?
We
were over
did.
there. We totally took down that demonic sort of circle. All right. None of this shade coming my... What the fuck is this?
You're right, I'm sorry. We did have a thing. You do have some brains.
Very gold?
Do I even have any gold? A good question. Oh, yeah, I have a lot of gold.
You have a lot of gold, you say?
No.
No.
I said I have a lot of cold. I'm sick.
Oh, I don't want it.
I go over and whisper to Clem, like, how much are you thinking?
We could try to get him down to 50.
Yeah, if we do like
He already
25
halved
each.
it once, so.
All right. 50 gold. Final offer.
Okay.
You would have given it to us for free, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, here you go. Fuck it.
Enjoy. And if you need any more, just look up Splash.
Look up
In what?
where? In the phone book?
Some say if you make a wish really hard,
You have a last name, Splash?
No. And frankly, I only got about 2 years of life left, so.
I feel like Charity at this point is walking back in and just sees Hikari, Clem, and Splash like huddled over in a corner. It's like, oh, that's nothing good. No good can come of this. All right, everybody, we ready to hit the subterranean road?
Thank you for your business. And then he sort of
Oh,
pops.
don't
Yes.
think I've forgotten my fucking 5%.
Shit. I agreed to that too, didn't I? With the 50.
I'll
well.
make sure to look up Splash when it's
Sure.
time.
Sure. And then Toro comes over to you, Stormbringer, and kind of puts his hand out for you to give one of those arm wrestling like hand hugs, where you just like grab each other's hands and flex.
Hand hugs. Yeah. So y'all are not coming with us?
Oh no, yeah, we're gonna stay here and rest up.
Oh, okay. That's fine, yeah. We're okay, we've been good. And things have been good. We've only died a few times.
Yeah, what was that like?
It's kind of depressing, but like, I guess good. It like re-motivated me and reinvigorated me some. So like,
Oh,
I mean, I guess maybe dying is a good thing. Maybe people should try the dying sometimes.
well,
Yeah.
I don't know about any of that. But safe travels, and I'm sure we'll meet again.
Yeah. And why were you down here in the first place?
We told you the other day we got hired to. Anton and me got hired to work on this crew for exploring down here and getting treasure.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Treasure. Yeah. Then you found treasure.
we did. Stupid Shazale took like most of it.
And is one of the things that Shazale took a stick purse?
What's a stick purse?
Oh, the
Matchbox.
so
A matchbox? Oh no, I don't think so.
no, not a match. Well, I don't think it's a matchbox. I think it's a purse that's like, well, it's not a purse, but it could be a purse, right? Because purses and boxes both hold things, so it's like a rectangular and I think silver, and you put things that could be stick shaped in it, but sometimes you smoke those stick shaped
Sure.
things.
Yeah.
Did she find one of those?
I don't know. What even you're talking about? But I'll look
Oh.
I'll look out for something that can hold other things.
I just told you it was a matchbox. She's talking about a matchbox.
I don't think. Yeah, there's not a matchbox. I've not seen
She didn't find any smallish, like probably like the size of my hand, maybe silver boxes.
that. No.
I think
I don't-
silver.
Well, I don't think so. Again, I didn't see everything she found, but
Okay, yeah, cool. Well, if you find one,
I'll let you
I
know.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you'll let me know, but let me know.
Splash says something about you can communicate with people when you make a wish real hard.
What?
I don't know.
I don't think I can do that. I haven't tried.
All right.
Because I just whisper message cantrip and then talk into this thing, and then I can communicate with people. But only some people.
Uh-huh.
Try to wish at me next time.
Sure.
Okay, and I'll do that too. And maybe with our rocks we can link back up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it just takes like items. So with the rocks we should be good. They're
like
like
it.
these things, these sigil things, but
Yeah.
there are rocks instead. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Cool.
Hit me up on the rock if
All right.
if you find a silver box the size of my hand that
Gotcha.
may or may not have sticks that you smoke in them in
Cool.
it. Okay. Good.
All right.
Great seeing you. I'm glad you're not dead yet.
I'm
But
glad you're not
dying
dead.
is okay too sometimes.
Yeah.
Burbage will, I guess, kind of approach Anton to say goodbye. But how does Anton what kind of goodbye is Anton trying to do?
He's trying to do that goodbye where he doesn't want to make a big deal out of it, but
Yeah.
you can tell
Same.
Okay.
Yeah. Or
you kind of come over and he's putting some stuff out of his bag onto the ground and like making a bedroll and stuff, and he's like, "All right, you leaving?"
Yeah. You staying.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
stay here.
We're gonna go. We're gonna leave.
Yeah. I would expect so, of course.
So we'll be there. And
Sure.
We'll be
Right here.
here.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, it was cool. It was great. It's cool seeing you again. And
It was cool, wasn't it?
yeah, it was cool. And yeah,
Mm.
the making out bit was cool. Yeah.
Well, it's great. Yep.
Sorry, I know you seem you wanted to do a bit more. It's nothing personal. I just, I've been on a journey.
You don't have to do this.
No,
We're both in a
I'm not right. Of course,
We're
I've got a thing.
adventurers, right? We're
yeah,
adventurers.
right.
That sort of life.
And
isn't
there are
it?
different types of adventures, and my adventure is taking me sort of all right, maybe sometimes I don't have to just fuck. Maybe I can focus on serious things, and
I don't understand that at all. Yep. See,
which is your adventure.
We're just a little different. Yeah.
Just a little different,
Just
and
ships in the night.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Yep. He goes
Cool.
back to putting stuff.
Yeah, but it just walks away, and then backwards for a little bit, but then turns around and just leaves.
Do you look back at all?
No, I'm thinking about.
Right.
I'm thinking about Theodric. What's his name?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he had to get his name, huh?
That guy.
Hikari, you're just kind of eating like some snacks and you're watching that whole conversation and everything happen. And
I say, I wonder how this is gonna turn out. And I put on my opera glasses.
which you've stolen from the theater.
Yep.
Yeah, you notice Burbage walk away, but Anton did do a look over his shoulder back toward him.
Ooh.
And he looks over at you, kind of frowns, goes back to his thing.
Burbage looks over and frowns at Hikari also. What's that? Is that like a bird call? Is that like did we even look at code? Are you trying to indicate something? Did you hear something? What's happening? Message cantrip Hikari.
All I said was, ooh, Burbage, calm down.
All right.
And with that being said, ooh.
What?
All right, you are ready to go, it seems. Anything final before taking off out of the prison?
Yeah, just quick point of order, Andy.
Yes.
Was Ire like the only prisoner in this space that he knew of or could see, or like, in along similar lines, would he have any sense of where the pale spiders may have been storing, stuff that they'd confiscated from their prisoners, any kind of contraband, as it were? I know that my stuff was all in a box right in front of me, but maybe other prisoners might have had their stuff taken elsewhere.
Yeah, these prisons were not used recently. It seems like you were the only use while you were there, at least.
Okay. All right. Then that's that point then.
Which is kind of an honor if you think about it. Like, they dusted.
Well, I mean,
off
everybody
this
else died, I imagine. Like,
Oh.
All right.
I'm the only one that got out.
Stepping out of this ancient dwarven prison, the door shattered at your feet as you pass over it. You wonder what will happen to Anton and Splash and Toro, but your mind very quickly centers again on your path forward. You're met again by the sort of dusty, dry air that lingers in these ancient halls. Every once in a while, you feel like you hear voices kind of off into the distance. But there doesn't seem to be anyone else down here. Where would you like to try to trek, friends?
Pretty quickly, like after
Yeah.
we're sort of out of range of the prison, can be relatively sure that they haven't followed us or anything.
Right.
I think Charity would start talking with the group to Ire, because
Sure.
he really just meant, like, yes, we should finish catching you up, but everybody else should be here at this point. So Charity's like, I was catching Ire up on some of what's happening on the surface and some of why we're down here, but I wanted to wait before I got too much further until everyone was present, so if you had details you could fill in, you could, and also so that you knew where things were. So, what was Halloran asking about? What did he want with you?
Well, after a while, it seemed that he wasn't able to get anything he wanted out of me, and that all I was essentially some really bad bait for you. He told me that if you were going to come, that you would just probably kill me outright. Which, obviously, not the case, but definitely had me shaking when I opened my eyes, and then there you were, the real you. I'm like, oh, okay, well, now it's actually all over. And then it wasn't.
Yeah. So, I mentioned giant fire army on the borders of the city. Giant fire army generally trying to consume the world. He came to Federo for two primary goals. One was to locate the Hellfire. Second was to locate and free you, because Caloran had told me he had you. Not exactly sure why he did it, but I guess 98, I don't know. Considering he's me, his plans don't seem very straightforward. So, we've accomplished one of the major items. The other goal is trying to find the... As part of that, the last clue that we have is that the last known person whose possession it was in was Ponway. When he was talking to you, did he give you any indication, since it seems like he mostly talked at you, of where it would be? Any plans for it? Kind of important we find it, otherwise a god sort of destroys the world.
Andy, please correct me if I'm wrong in any of this, but I'm fairly certain that Conway did not discuss.
He did not
Hellfire.
disclose anything like that. Didn't discuss that he had Hellfire or anything.
I know that he knew about Hellfire. He knew that I knew about it, but we didn't talk about it. He never talked about it. It never really came up. He kind of spoke about it once offhand, just kind of marveling when he was, thinking about how it could be used, but that was in a context of a whole litany of other magical objects, that, he's just got packed in his brain.
Do you know where P-Meister is or went? Like at some point P-Meister got disappeared. Do you know what happened to P-Meister?
Well, he was my captor for a good time. But then up until Yizak deposed him, he hasn't been seen by anyone since. Guards that would occasionally filter in would just laugh if I ever asked about Arisa, about Ponway, about anyone. They would just laugh.
Can I just say I like that you really go with the flow and just didn't even blink that she said P-Meister. That just
Do
seems like your
we-
personality is just very mellow.
Yeah, you notice an interesting similarity between him and Charity in that moment. You see a family resemblance.
This is Lena asking us. I can't remember. Do we as characters know that Yizik has Arisa? I know we as players know that, but I
Yes.
can't remember if we as characters know that. And have we told? We haven't told Ira that though, have we?
I did.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think-
Charity directly, because when Ire was saying something about I'm going to go get Arisa, Charity's like, Yizik has her.
Okay.
He will almost certainly kill her if you decide to run in there alone. We're going in there anyway to rescue everyone who he has kidnapped. You are welcome to take part in that or not. Like,
Okay.
it's not a condition of you helping us that we rescue her. We're rescuing everyone we can. You've been incarcerated for God knows how long. You can just rest.
So okay, like so that they just kind of. So do you think P-Meister's dead then, Ire? Because I just don't think that doesn't seem like a P-Meister play to die. But do you think that P-Meister's dead?
I think it's probably best to assume the worst. And then I'm going to kind of cast like a half side eye thing towards Charity. You know, lest another person you've abandoned suddenly comes back to you wholly changed.
I don't really know what that means. But so you think P-Meister's dead is what you're saying? Can you say that? Like, is that what you mean by the worst?
I have to make a deception check here. um,
Okay.
I think it's probably best to assume.
Probably best to assume that P-Meister's dead. Because you think P-Meister's dead.
Well, I mean, maybe he's not, but you know, I thought that Arisa
This is starting
was dead
to feel like
until
we're getting
recently.
a little meta with this.
I know. I'll stop.
Okay.
Fuck.
I thought that Arisa was dead up until recently. So
Yeah, so there's always hope. Good, because if you don't know where the nuclear bomb is, then I can't remember what the code word was for it. Then I think we're fucked if we can't find P-Meister.
Andy, when Burbage went to Conway's tower and got into the desk drawer, and he had the sense that the cigar case had been there,
Yes.
what was the, like, was that a like a scent thing?
Yeah.
Was there a smell?
Because I think you critted on a perception check, if I remember right. So not only was there a little bit of space that is unoccupied by stuff that would probably fit it, you got a slight whiff of the cigars.
So I'm trying. So like, again, if Burbage had no other lead to go on, and they were down here, and that was the priority, like, he would be trying to like, literally, like, he knows that the dagger pointed them kind of down here. He's trying to stay focused on that specific like smell.
Okay.
And again, I'm genuinely not trying to be like
Yeah,
player
no.
knowledge. But if Burbage had no idea, like, if that's the only thing he has to go on, he would literally be trying to like focus on that as we're walking along. Like, if it's a distinct kind of like type of cigar smell or cigar case, you know what I mean?
Give me a perception check.
Artichoke. Artichoke.
What do we roll?
23.
23 is pretty good. As I mentioned before, the stink of the group is getting a little overpowering. Every once in a while, you maybe feel like you get a tiny whiff of something like tobacco, but it's quickly covered up, and you feel that your brain barely registers it as something even interesting. So nothing quite definitive yet, no. But
So we're heading back toward the place where we branched off, right?
We're roughly heading back towards the surface. I mean, we're backtracking at the moment. We might check other things, but essentially we are also doing what Stormbringer said of just carefully and cautiously searching while we work to get back out of here, because especially with what Anton then told us, we've literally run the gamut of this thing, so there's not much to do except head back and maybe poke our head into side halls, etc.
Yeah.
We'd also been operating under the assumption that the cigar box might have been moved down here when stuff from Ponway's Manor was sold off.
Yeah.
And if Anton's group hadn't seen anyone down here, except for some guards, it becomes harder to tell if in fact anything was down here. So it's kind of like cautiously not getting eaten by rot trolls, working our way out.
And related to that, I'd probably be trying to find signs of tracks or movement from parties separate from my party or Toro's party.
Toro has minotaur hooves, so they're kind of distinctive tracks.
And tiny kobold feet.
Yeah. I don't know if I could also try to differentiate from Halloran's people. Probably not that, right?
Give me a survival check.
Okay.
If you look like you're starting to look around, Charity's going to give you guidance.
Cool.
Okay. That brings it to a 19.
You get a bit of a sense of, now that you've been down here enough, you get a bit of a sense of like what kinds of things are actually disturbed, because fucking it's all dust and dirt and sand anyway. So footprints almost don't mean anything because they're covered up quickly if there's movement down here at all. And you know that there are creatures and monsters and blobs and jellies and people that fly and all kinds of scary things down here. However, you do get a sense of like when something has kind of been gone through, and there's a little bit more stationary markings when that happens. You can actually tell every once in a while when, like, now that you're just starting to get into the bridge area, you can tell there are a few scrapes that look fresh on some of the ceilings where yes, a giant minotaur probably walked through here. Like you're pretty good at spotting some of these kinds of things. You see a broken bottle that looks kind of fresh as well, which you're like, okay, splash perhaps. And other than that, it's hard to tell the difference between some of these things moving around, but like you're getting a sense for it. Like you can tell that there is, several different kinds of groups of things that are disturbing the underground here.
Do any of the groups that I know aren't Anton Toro's group or us seem fresher or more recent?
Certainly, there is a sort of weird trail of body parts that are kind of rotting and disgusting, and they're elongated body parts, larger than perhaps a normal human or Goliath.
That doesn't
And
feel
Hey,
like that takes a
pretend-
survival check.
Pretend that we've been playing like that, like we haven't had like a 6-month break or something. Is that like anything that any of the things we fought down here? Does that ring a bell?
You haven't fought any, but you have seen trolls that have similar decaying
The trolls, okay.
things. And it would kind of
Okay.
make sense if they're decaying and regenerating constantly, then things would just fall off and they'd kind of grow back and
Yeah, fucking cursed existence.
get diseased and fall off again. And
Okay, well, I'll make sure we don't follow that because that doesn't seem like it has the cigar box, and I don't want to deal with that
It's
shit.
the worst D&D children's book ever. If you give a troll leprosy.
Jesus Christ.
We have
Oh.
a lot of those books. We should just add that one to our library here.
So as Stormbringer's kind of getting settled with the surroundings and like looking for markings and stuff like that, Burbage and Hikari, you both oddly recognize that each of you are looking in the exact same direction, and then for some reason that sparks in your head, like, wait a second, why are both of us just kind of happen to be looking over here? And so as your senses sort of click into gear with what you seem to be almost unconsciously doing, the two of you can hear a bit of the only way to describe it is a bit of a eating sound, let's say, up ahead. It's
This is
pretty
Burbage-
faint. And
Burbage
it would
and
be-
Hikari,
yeah.
you said?
Yeah.
I'm assuming also when you say eating sound, you don't mean like silverware and plates, but more
Right,
crunch,
more-
You mean like the
slurp,
gnashing
slurp.
of teeth? Or-
Right,
yeah.
gnashing of teeth and juices and stuff like
Juices.
I'm gonna put my arm out really quick and just say, does anyone else hear that?
Yeah. Yeah. I hear that.
That sounds
On the
like someone's-
count of 3, let's both of us say what we think that eating sound is.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Eating sound.
It's one of those fucking demons. Oh yeah, maybe it's just regular eating.
I don't know, but everyone, it sounds like someone's eating something up there. So we might want to be careful.
Someone or something.
Either.
No, Hikari, doesn't it remind you of? At least that's where my mind is going, right?
Yeah, because this is the
Our-
bridge is where you
our-
fought them last.
The demons,
Wait, it's
not
one of the troll
Halloran-
things?
Not the troll things. One of the things that made people like hallucinate and
Yeah. Did those eat?
They had teeth. You would assume they
Okay.
eat.
Well, we didn't like see them eating.
I mean, they
What else
bit
do you
you
use
every
teeth
once in a
for?
while,
Yeah.
or they tried to bite the angel at least. I don't think actually they hit you.
No, I think they just
Okay.
bit the plate armor.
Yeah, yeah.
Can the rest of us hear it with Hikari and Burbage pointing it out, or
As you've made a little bit of commotion, and then kind of everyone stopped to listen, the sounds also stop.
We have to go that direction because this is like a one directional shaft that we have to move along. Like we don't have a choice.
I mean, you're on the bridge at this point.
It's like, this is the bridge.
I'd say
This is
everyone
litigation.
take out their weapons and get ready.
I'll have my shield and my axe out, not my
Where-
glaive right now.
Where did you hear it?
Straight up ahead.
On the
As
left or
you-
the right side
Well,
of the bridge?
Yeah, as you and Burbage kind of confer just a moment about like you kind of get a bit of a sense that it's maybe 100 or so feet ahead, probably up a tiny bit. So you would wonder if it might be on one of the roofs of these things.
I'm probably also moving kind of towards the front of the party so that I'm the first and biggest target.
Charity is going to whisper a quick update to Ire about like the first time we fought these things, just general capabilities, etc., that we observed.
Can that take a meta form in a little note somewhere that you can DM to me? Yay, thank you.
I'll actually just drop it in the Ghosts and Dragons channel, and that way if I've said anything wrong, because the fight that was more in my mind around that period was the army of Calorans. Awesome fight, but God, that was awful.
So the sound stopped and we haven't heard any other sounds since then,
Correct.
as we've been kind of forming up. And we don't really know, there's no other ways out of here from what Anton described. We have to move forward.
Yeah. It didn't seem muffled, so it didn't sound like it was inside anywhere. You're pretty sure, especially Hikari and Burbage, if you could just get some light over there, you should be able to see something.
Can somebody do light? I can't do light.
If
I
everybody
just
is
shined a
sort of
firebolt.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if everybody is sort of formed up roughly where we want to be, I can shoot a firebolt over that way.
I can also just touch something and it lights up.
Rock and then
Like
we
a
can
rock
throw it
or-
instead
Yeah.
of possibly starting fires. I guess.
So I can do that and then
Yeah,
throw it. Are we in formation?
I'm
yeah.
good.
Okay, so I pick
thank
up
you
a
for my
rock
fire
and
horse.
use light on it and throw it up ahead.
All right. Yeah, you take this small rock, light it up, and then as you throw it, it's just weird to see this circle of light. Phew. And as it's creepy as it very quickly passes all of the buildings on the right and left. You see the shadows then it react to the single point of light, and it feels like all the shadows just kind of rush toward you. And it's a weird effect, but it takes a second. And as that rock passes over that sort of roof that's kind of in the middle of the bridges, that inn area you think you remember, as it's passing over, you see a figure stand up on the roof, like it's all of a sudden aware that it can be seen. It's got a huddled mass like at its feet, and then you see it kind of slowly kind of sink back down, and then the light goes out into the other side.
What did it look
Well,
like?
that's terrifying.
A figure, really thin, maybe about 5-6 feet tall.
Oh, great, Slender Man.
And that's not what
It's
the
not.
things we fought before looked like, right?
No,
Just
No,
you,
they were
different shape.
small, right? Like
Yeah,
they were
those
small,
were
like
really
sort
small.
of insecty almost.
kind of impish, insecty
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
But this isn't
Could we? Oh, sorry.
Slender Man, right? It's not the verbiage is Slender Man.
Oh God, no. That was like 8
But we
feet tall.
killed him.
I was gonna
think.
say we'd also just
elongated
Andy
features.
would have
Yes.
warned us because we would just die.
Making
Right.
sure.
There's no with
You
how,
do not have the resources for that.
Could we see what it was eating?
No, it's still like 120 feet maybe ahead of you on a
So
roof.
it's not enough to see shit.
Yeah, and very quickly it was like backlit. Yeah, so you got it.
Message cantrip party. Should we call out? Maybe it doesn't want to fight. Maybe if we just like be like, hey, we're just gonna go this way and you do your own thing, it will just leave us alone.
How big was the mound at its like feet?
That's probably need a person, but like,
I mean, sure, yeah, and it was a mound that could easily be a person, or a bunch of backpacks, or 13 blankets all mushed up.
Okay,
But
yeah,
so it's already
but,
got food. It doesn't need to fuck with
but
us.
it's not like a rabbit or something. This
No.
wasn't like a small mound, like a
Yeah.
diminutive packed mule.
No.
Jerry's like, how work for us?
well, like so far it hasn't, but that doesn't mean we can't try it again, because otherwise we're gonna fight it anyways, right? So like the option is to like tell it that maybe we don't need to fight it, and maybe it listens, or fight it. And like if we fight it either way, then like it doesn't really hurt anything to just be like, hey dude, like maybe just do your thing, eat your people, we'll do our thing, eat our people, we're all good, and then it probably won't listen. Then we'll fight it, but maybe it will listen. Like it doesn't really hurt anything to try. It knows we're here already.
A few of you now also start to hear the sounds of that eating and slurping again.
Oh, it's just munching. Just having a munch.
Does anyone have a persuasive counter argument here?
Nope.
All right,
Yeah,
I guess
like
we just
so.
sort of keep proceeding cautiously, ensure that our flanks are covered, and then we can call after we're a little closer.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
why do we
we
have to
gotta
go
go.
closer?
So
Because right now, if it hears us and decides it doesn't like it, it can disappear into the shadows and we don't know where it is anymore.
Well, I'm pretty sure it can hear us anyways. I could do that anyways. But okay. Sure. Can wait till we're a little closer.
All right, yeah. Move up on this bridge.
How far up can you ping kind of where we're hearing the sounds coming from?
Like
Is that
all the
where
way
I
up
am?
here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I thought you said it was either towards the left or the right side.
It was in the middle.
You not say
Adam said
that.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like ass.
Or asked
Cool.
about that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Adam asked if it was to the left or the right when I was saying sort of where did they hear it.
Yeah.
And then Andy specified that it sounded up, so probably on a roof, and it wasn't inside. So it wasn't like on the second floor of one of the buildings.
Yeah.
And then what we saw with the light seemed to bear that out.
Is this close enough to Charity? You want to get closer?
Is this map accurate to scale?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so it was like 200 feet away from us originally.
Yeah.
Let's just
So it must have been jumping hard.
just a little closer.
Oh, like give me like how far? Within how many feet?
I want to be within 100 because that's where spells start having actual ability to
Within
affect.
100 there, probably.
We can't see Rachel.
Oh my god. Way too
Eric
soon
turned
again
off
for
the
me.
light for the baby, and I was like, yeah, no, we can't do that.
Spooky.
I'm also going to move Clementine up with the rest of the group.
So it's more like here, whoever was just majoring. Might have been Andy.
Sure.
No, Andy's yellow. Who's
Yeah.
black?
It was me.
Okay.
Ah.
Like hereish. Okay. Have we heard the munching noises this whole time? As we're slowly making our way towards.
Yeah. And now the people with dark vision can see
Okay.
this and see a very small, thin outline huddled over that mass.
I don't have dark vision, but I'm just gonna call out unless there's any reason.
I
to
do
not.
have dark vision, but I don't see anything on the map other than.
Not on the map yet. Yep.
Okay, sorry.
So we don't see anything different though. It's just a
Yeah.
thing huddled over a mass. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we see you're having a snack and munching. We don't want to interfere with your munching. It seems like good munches, and we're pretty scary and tough. So we'd be bad munches and also hard to munch if you munch people. And if you do, I'm not judging you. And if you don't, that's good too. But anyway, we're just gonna keep going across the bridge, and you don't gotta stop your munching. We won't fuck with you. Everything's good. Good.
I'm gonna send a message cantrip to Charity. How often does this work?
Absolutely never.
Thought so.
You
The
see the
word
figures.
munch doesn't sound like a word anymore.
You see the figure stand up. And kind of then you hear a sis. And then Charity, you see it cast a spell.
Motherfucker, come on.
Would you like to? I don't think you're in 60 feet.
I don't think I'm in 60 feet.
I don't know if you elongate the range on things. I don't know how that works for you.
I don't carry that meta magic.
Cool. The spell.
I will sort of bark. Spell?
Sure. Yeah. You just then everyone that was being able to see this creature just whoom, there's a black sphere up there. It just casts darkness.
Oh great.
around.
It knows darkness.
Do we hear the munching sounds resume?
Yep.
Okay, so it's just fucking
munching, y'all. It just wants to do what it eat. It just wants to make sure we can't fuck with it while it doesn't eat. We're good. Let's just go
We're
very
not worried that
carefully.
it might eat us after it's done with its current meal.
So many things have tried to kill us and eat us and kill us a lot, and sometimes we die, but then it gets better. Like I just can't fucking bring it in me to be scared of this like little shadowy dude.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think either way.
Let's just keep walking.
Yeah.
Just the only question I do have to raise as the general conscience of the party, are we quite sure that whatever it is, Toro Splash at all, will also be able to make this determination and kill it if it is currently sans Monch?
Oh no, because we don't have any idea what it is.
Look, you're the
But we
one
don't even
who
know
was,
if it'll still be here.
you were the one talking about Friendship Rock. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I also told Toro that he should try dying sometime.
You give terrible advice.
No, it was kind of good, Charity. It was kind of a good time, but a bad time, but a good time.
You hear a tink, 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 and then out of that darkness, you see like those who have dark vision see like a chalice or something kind of glint and fall to the ground.
Might have found Zerai.
What is
Hey,
right?
that solves our problem.
When Gollum eats Zerai.
Are you?
Oh, you mean Shazale? So we think he's eating. We think the thing's eating Shazale. So, like, and we think Shazale might have had the stick purse. So now we have to care about this.
I don't know anymore.
The sort of black orb slowly moves down the side of the building, covers up that chalice,
So we
Just
don't
be
hear it munching
karma
anymore.
personified.
leaps up quickly on top of the building, and that chalice is gone.
Did we hear
So-
it munch the chalice?
Cared
No.
about the chalice?
Yeah.
Huh.
Hey, Muncher, do you have a stick purse? You wouldn't know it's called that, but it's like a thing. Oh my god. Like a thing, like maybe a little bigger. I have pretty big hands, but maybe a little bigger than my hands. That is like a box that's silver. I think it's silver that you open and you put sticks in that you smoke sometimes.
At this point, Charity is also going to shout out in Infernal. Identify yourself.
So, are we looking for a cigar box or a match?
Cigar box.
Cigar box.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was a matchstick.
Because stick
'cause
purse
it was sticks.
sounds ridiculous.
Honestly,
Probably.
it worked.
Because
though.
I'm being really confusing.
Yeah.
Do-
Hikari's like, that makes more sense.
Does it respond to Infernal?
Or to me asking about the stick purse?
It does, with a.
I'm sorry, is it a monkey?
Does that mean anything in Infernal?
You hear a bit of rustling, and then the orbs start to kind of move again away from you fairly quickly.
Is that a no? It doesn't mean anything in Inferno?
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything infernal to you. And then at this building right next to you, you hear something, and then start to like
fuck.
slam up against the door and start to kind of claw at it
Which
from
building?
the inside, right next to you here.
But
From inside or
this
from
one?
outside?
From inside the building, it's like something's
wherever,
trying to,
I'm going to put myself wherever the noise is.
like something's trying to get out.
But I don't understand where the noise is. Can you place me wherever the noise is?
Can't hear you.
Like
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the door.
Is it trying to get through the door or a wall? I wasn't sure.
There's a door there, yeah, that it's trying
Yeah,
to get through.
then like I'm trying to, body block.
Sure. And then you see lumbering into the street behind you, one of those troll things.
Time to go.
And that's a different size than the thing we saw munching, right?
Yes.
Way bigger.
Though this obviously made enough noise that seems like, seems like it has awoken a few of these.
I'd say we get going now, guys. Let's run.
Yeah, let's go. But I'm gonna be, I guess, bringing up the rear since I know there's things behind us that want to kill us, and the thing in front of us might not want to fight.
Charity's going to help Burbage and Clem onto Clue,
Okay.
as they have I believe, the slowest walking speeds.
Why don't we just go ahead and roll initiative to make this all legit here?
Yeah, why
My
don't we
walking
just
speed
do that?
actually isn't that bad, but Burbage would happily ride. Well,
I guess y'all's walking speeds are at least no better than anyone else's in the party.
Mine's 25 feet. It's not great.
mine's 30. Yeah,
Okay.
Mm.
That's right, you took a squat nibble.
it was a. Yeah. Yeah, with our initiatives, it would be great for us to just be up on the horse. Get the two lowest.
There we go. That time.
All right. As you're getting Clem and
Why is-
and
My initiative is.
oh, sorry. What?
It should be 22.
Huh? Yeah, that's weird.
I was like, excuse me.
As you're getting them up on the horse, Stormbringer, a long, slinky arm like bursts out of the wood of that doorway.
Bring it, bitch.
And Charity, you get to go first.
Flying time. I will manifest wings of silver flame and begin rising in the air slightly. These things are about about how high do I think they could reach?
Probably 10 feet.
Okay, so like if I went 20, I should be relatively safe.
Sure.
And they don't seem like super agile, right? So I don't think like, oh, this thing can probably vert like crazy.
Correct.
So let's say 20 up, and I'll go 15 forward during that. And then I don't know if we ever actually I literally don't remember if we ever tried anything with the let's silver flame darts. Can I see the one whose arm is like out by Stormbringer?
You can see his arm at least, and it's pretty big, so feel free to target it.
Yeah, all 3 darts at that.
Okay.
Uh, 28, 19, 18.
All right. The arm catches on fire, and you see it, and then the arm falls to the ground right next to Stormbringer. But you still hear like, and then its head itself is starting to like break through some of the wood. You're pretty sure you heard it pretty bad.
Why would that be what you went with after I just burned off the thing that came through the wall? Let's see, that was my action. Oh, and my bonus action was sprouting the wings because I didn't have them out already. So I think I'm good where I am.
Okay. You do see a couple trolls move into the street ahead of you.
Bad news up front.
And another one breaking through the windows of one. The one here bursts the door down entirely, moves into you, Stormbringer, and is going to swing with its one good arm.
Bring it.
A couple times, and then try to bite you. The claws, a 13 to 13 miss, and a 10 misses, I think, with a bite. Yeah, it's attempting to. Yeah, its foot is still caught in the broken door, and it's attempting to get at you, but you're easily dodging its slow swings. And this one, 20. So this one just went as fast as it could toward you, Ire, and lumbering. A few of its large pustules burst as it's moving forward, like moving its body in ways that haven't been moved in a while. It's quite disgusting, and the smell is overwhelming as it gets closer to you. And then Stormbringer, please take 10 necrotic damage.
What?
The sickening, diseased aura that is emanating from this one.
Okay.
And you also see then its arm very quickly begin to reform. It's still kind of short and thinner than its other one, and it looks horrifying, but a new arm is growing because
Really?
of
Damn it! I hit it with
And I
fire
don't get
for
any
a
sort of
reason.
save. Any sort of save on this?
no save,
Okay.
just in its aura.
Just double checking because I'm good at Constitution.
Ire. Please take 6 necrotic damage.
Just to be clear, the one with the arm that was burned off looked like it regenerated the arm even though I hit it with fire.
Correct.
Cool, good, great, awesome, fun. But the fire did seem like it hurt it a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
I was going to say, I had an ex once who told me I had a sickening disease aura.
Jesus Christ, that's not even funny. That's just sad.
Yeah,
What are you gonna
imagine how I felt.
Okay. And then Nightmare's turn.
Name is Clue.
Clue's turn.
Similarly to me, Clue is going to gain height. Both Burbage and Clem have ranged options, so he'll probably get like right up alongside me. So a little bit of body blocking. If he needs to be a little bit higher to ensure that his, legs clear grasp height,
Okay.
then he would.
All right. So maybe 25 feet up.
Yeah, but he's not.
No dangling. Yeah.
He doesn't have a ranged attack, so he won't. Well,
All right.
actually, he does aim, but
Stormbringer.
Rage on. Yes. So the one right next to me needs to make also then a DC, I want to say 18 strength save, and also DC 18. Yeah. Dex save.
A 20 and a 23 is what he rolled.
The fuck. Okay. So I'm gonna swing at it.
That hits.
Cool. So that's 13 magical slashing damage plus 4 rage is 17 damage. Total.
Okay. Carve into this with your durable battle axe. And yeah, the insides begin to burst and the pus begins to flow out of it. It's horrible. But it hurt it quite a lot.
Okay. I know these things regenerate, but if you chop them up into really tiny pieces, it probably takes them a while to regenerate.
Sure.
Second attack, and as I'm swinging, I'm also going to call to Ire.
Get the fuck out of here with everybody else somehow. I don't know, find a path, and I'll take up the rear. Y'all just gotta zig and zag around buildings or something.
Second attack. 16 hit.
Hits.
Cool. So that's a total of 18 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
As my chopping it into really tiny pieces thing going.
You're not chopping them into pieces, but you're definitely slashing through them. And parts are just falling out. You're pretty sure a beating heart now is falling on the ground, beating. And then it looks at you.
Okay. I don't know if I can call this, but I'm trying to it's okay if I can't. but I'm trying to like swing in like ways that are like the most incapacitating to it.
Sure.
Since they regrow.
Do more damage.
I think that's it. Then.
Okay. Hikari.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over. Well, Stormbringer told us all to go, but I'm worried. I'm gonna go over by Stormbringer and pull out my sword and stab this thing.
Okay. Yeah, give me an attack roll.
Just give me a second. My thing takes forever to load.
All good. Burbage, you are on deck.
I once took the beating heart out of an exit one.
Yeah, so that should hit.
Yeah, 18 hits for 10 slashing damage and 6 radiant.
Yes.
Slashing into them, that radiant damage seems to hurt a lot more. It's now like while there's a brilliant white flash with your black blade, it just immediately like blackens and scorches a lot of it. That seemed to do double damage.
What was it?
Radiant damage.
Radiant.
Thank you.
Burbage Kemp.
I guess I will.
Oh, and then anything else? Like, do you want to bite it, Hikari, I guess?
No.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to shoot one of these things with my crossbow.
Okay.
But as Burbage, he's been looking back. He gets the sense that only certain types of attacks are doing good damage, or does they not get any sense?
So far, everything, yeah, as you're watching the battle, everything that hits does at least normal. Yeah. And Hikari's does quite a bit.
Cool. All right. Burbage will use his trademarked dual wielded crossbow attacks.
Okay.
Fire first on-hand crossbow at this one.
All right.
And so
24 hits.
For 6 piercing. But no one's. I don't have an ally like right adjacent to them.
They're adjacent to it? Yeah,
Do I get
Stormbringer
sneak
and
attack?
Hikari are adjacent, yeah.
So I get mechanically I get sneak attack.
Mhm.
Cool.
Then comes the avalanche of d6s.
So it's
29. Very good.
damage.
Yeah, that arrow goes straight through its brain, and then its whole head flips backward, and its jaw is the only thing that was in place the way it was before.
And then Burbage will shoot the other one. So yeah. 27.
27 hits.
For 6 piercing damage.
Another one sticks in its arm. Its newly regrown arm.
That's my turn.
Beautiful. Ire with Clement.
Yeah, Andy. So when this thing hit me with its disgusting aura of smelliness, I would like to use my reaction to to hellish rebuke the motherfucker.
Sure.
So I th- I would have brought it up sooner, but there was stuff happening and multiple people were damaged by the exact same thing. And yeah,
Fair.
anyway,
Yeah, all good.
uh, you point your finger, and the creature that is damaged is surrounded by hellish flames. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, and it is trying to make a
I think Dex.
yeah
Dex saving throw.
17.
It rolled
A
a
dex
15. Ah, so it missed.
Fails. It fails and takes 2d10 fire damage as I shout, I've smelt worse from an ex of mine, and I definitely don't look at Hikari.
Nice.
Good to know what you're not looking at.
Yeah. So
2d10,
hold on. Yeah, sorry. But
You're good.
so it takes that many fire damage. 6 fire damage. And then for my actual turn, I shall even though I don't want to, I'm going to heed the advice of Stormbringer, and I will use an instance of Misty Step to
Okay,
teleport onto this rooftop.
gotcha.
Um do I see anything else on the rooftop that is of immediate concern?
On the rooftop, no, or the rooftops that you can see. You have a little bit better angle on the mound that was being eaten up here. And it does seem to just be an individual adventurer. It's a little hard
Okay.
to tell, but you think you see some yellowish skin. And then there's a pack that they have with items just kind of strewn onto the roof.
There's some trickery going on with the lighting engine while I'm on a rooftop.
Sure.
I can't really see much of anything.
We'll put you there, but we'll know.
Okay, that works. That works. Yeah, so I'll be kind of on that rooftop. So I've used my action to cast. Oh, Misty Step is a bonus action. Never
Yeah.
mind. So I still have an action, but I can't cast another spell, right? I can only use a weapon
Correct, unless
Or
it's
a cantrip.
or a cantrip. Okay. I'm going to pull a Burbage and use. I have a short bow.
Nice.
And let's go ahead and see if which ones can I attack and get sneak attack?
From where you're at, probably the one that Stormbringer and Hikari are by. Do you have a cunning action to hide on the roof?
Use
But
bonus
isn't it-
action.
Oh, the bonus action, yeah. So you're not really
but
hidden
there's
from anyone else.
there- but it's if there's people within 5 meters, right?
5 feet.
5 feet. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, so the only one is this one.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
I shall go ahead and try for that. So here comes a short bow.
26 hits.
Excellent. And then I just click it again to do the damage. 5
Mhm.
piercing.
Excellent.
All right.
And then the
that
sneak attack.
will be. Oh yeah. Sorry.
And
Not much,
Some of
but
the road.
something.
6.
Plus another 6 damage.
Wonderful. All right. Is that your turn?
See.
I like it. Clem with charity
So
on
these things are regenerating as we fight them, seemingly.
You've only seen this one regenerate.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah.
It's also like the
but,
only
I
one
mean,
we've
it's-
hit.
Yeah, it seems ongoing at least.
Clem is kind of unsure of what to do. Do you really want us to leave rather than kill these things?
This one
The
does look
Stormbringer.
really hurt already.
Yeah.
You're
How
also
does
not-
Stormbringer look?
You're also not going to move any further. You're on clue 25 feet in
Right.
the air. So,
Am I up in the air?
oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, I had clue take you two out of range like I am.
Understood. How far? 25 feet, you said?
Mhm.
Okay.
But
Um.
height doesn't count for anything in D&D because diagonals.
Let's do some a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and we can figure out. No. Okay. Well then, that changes what I was thinking. So we only noticed so far that radiant does extra damage? Have there been
Extra,
any
yeah.
other? Have there been any other like less damage or anything that I missed? Because my
Everything
brain
seems
is mush
pretty
right now.
effective. Yeah.
Okay. Then I will just cast Firebolt at
Alright.
the very hurt one.
Okay.
That's a 20 to hit
20 hits.
and a 20 damage.
You see now both of its arms kind of wither and burn up. Its head is now completely backward. Its legs are on fire and it sort of drops to the ground. It's still trying to bite Stormbringer and Akari, but it is incredibly hurt.
That was a action. I don't think I have any bow. Does anybody look hurt? I mean, we all just healed, right? It was all just kind of like short
Yeah.
rest healing.
I mean,
so
yeah, Charity,
I'm still only at half health.
Stormbringer, and Ire look still kind of hurt.
Yeah, I could not get up all the way, but like I'm fine.
who's the
But
worst?
also,
if I
yeah.
looked at them, who do I see as the worst?
Probably Ire looks the worst to you.
Okay, then I will send a healing word his way.
Okay.
I'll do it at level 2.
Alright.
Cool. Didn't do the
2d4.
rolls. Hate you. Sometimes game. It's fine. It's fine.
Make me roll.
6 plus what is it? Oh, it's not plus anything, right? Is it just
Your-
a D4?
Plus
Nope,
your mod.
spellcasting
No, plus
mod, yeah.
spellcasting ability modifier, which is my intelligence, right?
I believe so.
So 6 plus 5 is 11.
Ire, you get 11 more hit points.
Yeah, it's not my spell attack bonus, right? Just the modifier.
Correct, just
Yeah.
the mod.
Cool. 11 hit points back to you. And that's my turn
Solid.
since I can't move.
All right, Charity.
So, quick question, Andy.
Yeah.
We're on a bridge that I seem to remember I was, as in Charity was unconscious, so I was kind of focused on what was going on with him, is over just like an enormous chasm, right?
Correct.
Like,
yes.
this isn't like, oh yeah, and then like 40 feet down, we can see there's the river that we're crossing or anything. It's like,
Yeah.
fathomless, bottomless. You're gonna keep going for a while.
Yep.
Neat. The silver flames that form Charity's halo, several of them are going to sort of drop down and form an eye in the center of Charity's forehead. I'm going to TK on this one.
This one? On this one?
Yep. It needs to make a strength check. Not a save, just a check.
Cool. It rolled a 22.
I am going to burn one of that in order to re-roll my charisma. God damn it. All right. So it's unaffected at the moment.
All right, yeah, you're trying to lift it off the ground, and its long arms are like kind of digging into whatever it can hold on to, and you see the like sort of sinews begin to snap as you're pulling on it, but it's just not quite enough to be able to pull it off the ground.
And then I'm gonna just keep moving forward a little bit
Cool.
and
Yeah.
up against like another 5 feet.
Sure. You see one more emerge up ahead. This one breaks out of the glass and then falls onto the ground, attempting to right itself. Since Ire, you're on top of the roof, it's just getting close to you here. But it can't swing at you. That one moves in, is going to attempt to slash and bite at Hikari. Do you have your shield out, Stormberg?
Yes.
Aha, well.
So it needs to be at me.
I have my shield out too.
Okay. It's going to attempt then Stormbringer, as it wants to fight you, Hikari, but seems strangely compelled to go after the bright, shiny Stormbringer. That's a 15, a 17, and an 11 to a hit.
Those all miss.
All right. These people aren't doing anything. And then the one that's mostly dead actually rolled a 21. Did that hit you? 21?
It doesn't, because my AC is correct
boy.
now.
None of these hit. None of these hit. Wow, this is so sad. What a terribly easy encounter.
Don't give us that bullshit.
Stormbringer, please take 27 necrotic damage as the auras from both of these begin to seep into you. If someone were looking at you, they would see your face start to go gaunt and your skin pale even more than it normally does. Hikari, please take 13 necrotic damage. As you feel like your essence, both of you, sort of being sucked out of you with this horrible aura of these two, you see the one that was burned mostly on the ground begin to sort of its head flips back up. It seems like the thing that is regenerating it is the essentially damage it does to the two of you.
Wait. Say that again?
It is regenerating based on how much of your own life essence is getting sucked out.
Okay. And really quick, so Ire has 11 hit points, and then Stormbringer, how are you?
I'm sorry, Ire has 53 hit points.
Oh, 53 hit points. And Stormbringer, how are you?
Stormbringer doesn't really look even bloodied, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm quite bloodied yet. And also bloodied for me is still like a whole person.
Okay.
I'm fine right now.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Ire, please take 10 necrotic damage.
How high up am I?
You're about like 15 feet off the ground, and it's like 9 feet tall.
Oh, okay. I would have gotten further away. That's all good. 11 damage. Let's go.
All right.
Is it top of turn order again?
We've passed top of turn order.
So would I get another reaction?
Oh, from your last turn. Yeah, so your turn reset it.
Yeah.
Yep. Another.
Yeah, and I'll just, yeah,
and you have
sure.
the spell, right? For it, not just the tiefling thing.
Sorry?
You have the spell for it, not just the tiefling ability.
The tiefling racial ability is only once per long rest.
I also have the spell. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
And
just
that's what I ended up checking.
Yeah, I've been clicking down my spell counter for level 1 spells. So yeah, we'll do another one.
Okay.
My witty retort is he who smelt it dealt it. And see if it lands. Oh wait, doesn't it need to succeed on
yeah, it needs to.
Yeah, it needs to save a dex 17.
That's a crit hit. It rolled a 21 total for that.
Dang.
It rolled a 19 last time and a 20 this time.
Guys got some luck.
So I'm sure that misses then as well. And then Clue's turn.
Clue's just continuing to serve as like the mobile artillery platform.
Fair. Stormbringer, and then Hakari on deck.
We had any indication of how big the aura is for the necrotic aura?
You know that it hit Ire before when he was about 10 feet away.
And you also know
it's 10 feet.
Didn't hit like Burbage and Clue and Clem when they were about 20 feet up. Or 25
probably
feet up, so about 15
feet.
feet away.
Probably 15.
So it's probably 10 feet because they were 15 feet above it.
Oh, they were? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So triangulation says.
So I have nothing ranged, y'all. We need to maybe address that, like not right now, but like in the future.
Be in a situation where you need range, Stormbringer.
We should maybe do something about that. I don't want to pull out until Hakari pulls out, because I can still soak damage. Can I call to Hakari that the necrotic aura?
The necrotic aura is healing them, and it's like 10 feet ish. So pull back and do ranged magic, and I'll follow.
And then hold an action until Hakari pulls back.
How far back do I need to be from them to not be in it?
So we think it's about 10 feet, but they can also move.
Yeah.
So they can follow.
Yeah.
Have we gotten an indication of how fast they can move? Is it
feet.
normal? Like
they were slow.
Yeah, it's slower than
slow?
They couldn't close with ire, or they could only close with ire when they should have been able to like get up to him and attack.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're at least 35 feet away from all of them, then you'll be out of range. I'm not sure this is possible. Anyway, yeah, can I hold my, sorry, not a whole action. Can I hold my turn until Hakari
Oh, sure. We can say
pulls
that.
out? Yeah. Okay.
So then Hakari.
You're not going to like what I'm going to do then.
Chaos.
I'm going to, hold on. I'm going to cast Dawn, which is a 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of bright light, and each creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 4d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
And they must make a saving throw whenever it ends up in its turn in the cylinder.
Okay. Where are you casting this?
Like kind of in the middle, so it hits all of them.
All the three that
All
you're
3 of
around.
them. Yep.
That'll also hit you in Stormbringer.
Fuck
So I'm saying-
Yeah, but it's just sunlight.
well,
It's
But
not.
that's
It's
not gonna hurt Stormbringer,
It's
is it?
4d10 radiant!
it's radiant
Oh.
damage. Fucking light me up. Yeah, do it.
I'm sorry.
no. I
Light
will
me up.
say, Hikari, like you and Stormbringer, like understand you do AOE damage, and Stormbringer takes it. Like Stormbringer's the tank; they don't
Okay.
mind generally that.
Yeah.
Now, again, however Hikari wants to interpret all that is up to you. But
Okay, should I roll the 4d10?
also, I would say that you can move out of that range and then cast. the
Okay,
spell.
then I'll do that. Where do I need to move?
Like, if you did that, you would take a. few-
That's not gonna hit everyone then.
It's not around you,
Oh.
it's a targeted spell.
right.
Oh, okay. Okay,
It's
so
like
do I
Fireball.
need to roll 4d10 then?
Yes, please.
Since I held until Hikari moved, can I move? Like, when do I reinsert? I can't interrupt their turn, right?
Correct.
If you had a
hold your
held-
whole
Okay,
turn.
that's
If you had a
fine.
held
That's
action,
totally
you
fine.
could, but
Blow me up.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
That's
It's fucking
8.
exciting.
That's 18. God damn it. 18 radiant damage.
Stormbringer, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Also, I'm really good at Constitution.
Yeah.
24.
That saves. So you take
So
only
do
9.
I take half?
As the one next to you, some sort of giant bubble within it, like begins to expand, and like you just hear its ribs crack under the pressure of the bubble. The bubble like starts to burst out, and this thing is almost folded behind before it burns up and splatters in this radiant damage that destroyed it. The one next to you takes a ton of damage and screeches and bubbles as well. The one up here saved, but still takes half, which would be
which
normal.
then doubles. So, waka waka.
Yep. So one of them
Nice,
does
nice.
seem to be gone. And Stormbringer, you're noticing that you don't exactly know what effect, but the troll is not regenerating. It is dead on the ground, and
Okay.
it is
So I think that
no
getting them
longer
to
doing that.
dead, then deads them.
At least in this
Well,
situation.
That's what I think, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it might
Yell at
require
that.
radiant damage.
I think getting them to deads them. Just FYI.
And now I can reinsert, or is
Yes.
Hikari's turn not over? Okay.
Unless there's a bonus action Hikari wants to use.
I can, as a bonus action, I can move the dawn thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So can we move it in between the 2 of them?
Sure.
And then they have to make like a saving throw whenever it ends its turn in the cylinder. So
Yeah.
I just want to keep it like as close to them as possible.
Sure. I guess it is end its turn. But anyway, I'll give you a freebie on that one.
Okay.
Great. And then Stormbringer.
No, it's when the cylinder appears.
When the cylinder
each
appears, and then
and
every
then it's
and-
yeah.
it's written
Perfect.
correctly.
We did it right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Unlike the other spells in the game that are not written correctly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if I think that if you dead them, then I'm gonna try to dead them. Which of these closest to me look most hurt?
The one that looks most hurt is the one right next to you.
But probably not pretty close to dead.
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna hit it. As I pull out. So durable battle axe 1. I think 31 probably hits. So that's 19 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
Attack 2. Does 15 hit?
Yes. No, I'm sorry, it does not.
Okay.
Your axe sinks into it, and then it pulls it out of a giant pustule that bursts as it's leaving.
And the
Didn't
one
see that,
closest
yeah.
to me needs to make a DC 18 dex save and DC 18 strength save.
Strength is 13, and dex is another crit hit 21. They are not dexterous.
Oh, they're supposed to be taking half. I'm just bad at managing all my things. So half of 7.
Okay.
Lightning damage, if it matters.
Cool.
Does it seem like it matters? Like maybe
It
it's
helps.
2 damage types that's vulnerable to?
No.
Okay.
Dang it.
And
And
it can't move.
no, it made it save.
For
Right?
the
It made the
dex
strength
one,
save?
Made
not
the
the
dex
strength.
save, not the strength.
Oh,
yeah.
did it make the strength save? So then, yeah, ice grows up it, and its speed is reduced to 0 until the start of my next turn.
Guaranteed fry. Guaranteed fry.
So that's cool. Okay. And I'm going to pull back. Jesus Christ. Hey, has the necrotic aura been triggering at the start of their turns or the end of their turns? The end of their turns, right?
End of their turn.
Okay. It probably doesn't fucking matter.
But you can probably get yourself out of the dawn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm pulling back to like here. I probably need to take attacks of opportunity for that.
That you do. They saved their attacks of opportunity for you.
Cool. Sweet.
A 23 and an 11 attack.
23 hits.
Okay. As one bites into you as you run past it, that is 6 piercing damage and 23 necrotic. It doesn't seem to regenerate on a bite.
Good to know. Okay, and Charity and Hikari are both within my storm aura now, so they're both currently protected by the shield. Ire is... Oh wait, no, it's triggered off of who's... If any of the monsters... So this one, the one by Ire, will have to attack me.
Okay.
The other one is not currently, but if it moves into my storm aura, then it
And to
does.
reach Hikari, it would have to. So
Yeah.
it ends up being the same thing.
Okay. That's my turn.
Burbage Kemp.
How damaged does this one look?
Sorry, which one?
By ire?
Not.
Courage will shoot that one with his crossbow.
Okay.
On him. Just remembered I didn't remove the crossbow bolt from last turn. All right, let's see what we can leave here. 20
20 hits.
for 10 piercing, and as it turns out of compulsion to have to fight Stormbringer, which sweeps him with a sneak attack
Beautiful.
for an additional 30. So 40 damage.
Wonderful.
And Courage will shoot the same one with offhand crossbow.
Okay.
19
hits.
to hit for 3 piercing damage.
Wonderful.
That's my turn.
Ire. And then Clem.
Yeah. I'm going to make my way over to what? Is this a tower?
That you're on, or I'm sorry, what tower?
Like right there?
Not quite. It's a 2-story building, so it's up taller than the one you're on.
Okay. So like okay. Ire is going, so I can't like, am I able to like rooftop hop like around the back?
You could run up onto the roof of this building and then try to jump onto the next roof if you want.
Well, I'm already on the roof of this building.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You can run up
Yeah.
the top of the peak of that roof.
Oh, okay.
And try to run and jump if you want.
I think I'm going to from you in a direction you choose. Okay. I'm going to get wow, trying to move around while you're on a rooftop is not easy.
Sure.
I'm gonna descend from the rooftop and take like a position. Oh, they moved.
Where'd you go?
I am on Hikari, I think, is where it ended me up.
Okay.
Yeah. And Hikari and I are gonna share a thing because I'm going to go ahead and cast a lightning bolt in a line coming out from me. Yeah, that'll hit all 3 of these.
You
They
can't
have to make-
stop in Hikari's space to do that. But if you were here, you could hit them all. Or hit these 2.
Well, I can make a straight line, between me to the one in the back. I just thought that
Sure.
Hikari and I could share the same spot because we're allies. I don't know.
I don't think to
I
stop
think
moving
you
to
can
cast a
move through a
spell
stop, but
You
you
can
can't
move through.
stay there.
through it.
Oh,
not-
okay.
yeah.
Okay, I totally get that. Very good to know. Yeah, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and cast a lightning bolt.
Okay.
They have to make a dex save. They have to beat a 17 or else take all of 8d6 lightning damage or half as much on a 6.
Okay. They rolled a 7, a 5, and a crit miss. So finally their dex
And a
luck
negative.
runs out.
All right, so 8d6 lightning damage.
Oh wait, you can't hit that other one.
Slash R. Hold on, my keyboard disconnected.
Clem, from the vantage point of you and Burbage as this is happening, you see one more sort of north in the street coming down toward you, and another one in that building sort of trying to find its way out. You and Burbage can hear the sounds of these things being sort of drawn to the noise that everything is making.
Don't like that.
Yeah.
Why did we come down here?
Find the stick purse and your ex-boyfriend,
Yeah, that's right.
husband, boyfriend. I don't remember.
Boy.
Boyfriend.
We dated once.
Or yeah, that. I forgot.
We had a drink.
Practically married.
Yeah.
All right. So 25 damage, it appears.
On all 3 of them. I thought I had a magic to do stuff, but nope.
I don't think. Can you hit this one up here?
Yeah, it's 100 feet range.
Is that 100?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, 85. Yeah, you got it then. Good. So I did roll the correct number. 25 damage. Sounds good. Clem, unless you need to move anymore, Ire.
Yeah, we're gonna bonus action myself back up onto the rooftop, and this time at a more comfortable distance. Bonus action Misty Step.
All right.
Hmm.
Wonderful.
Oh wait, I can't do that. Never mind. I lied. So I cast the lightning bolt
Oh, sure.
spell.
Yeah.
I'm back on the ground. Thank you.
You can still move if you want, though. I think you've only
I've
used
got
15 feet of movement.
yeah, I'll move back up. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's not hard to climb. It's only like like 10 feet tall.
I have spider climb at will, so
Oh,
it's
fuck it.
not
Never
like,
mind. Yeah, you just
yeah.
walk up.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Clem, what are you up to?
Am I still on Clue flying in the air?
Seems like it.
Okay. Clue isn't under me anymore on the map, so I wasn't sure.
He's not.
Have we actually killed one of these yet?
Yes.
Okay, and it stayed down?
So far.
With radiant
Uh,
damage.
I will shout. I hear more are coming. Do we want to keep fighting, or do we want to try and go somewhere? And let's wait and see what people say to me. I only do so much from up on a horse. Sorry. Does Stormbringer look bad yet, or no?
I mean,
I'm
she's had better
starting to look
days.
not great. Not like bad.
Bloodied.
bad.
Bloodied at least. Yeah, bloodied at
Yeah.
least. Sure.
Oh, I can't do this because I can't touch her, so never mind. A lot of my stuff is
Since you're up on a
touch-based.
horse.
I am up on a horse. Sorry. Decisions are hard.
Do you have
Alright.
radiant damage?
I sure don't.
Fuck.
Not really a big alchemist.
So just do a lot of
spell.
damage, because Stormbringer yelled that
Oh.
if we dead them and they stay dead, she thinks, I think. So just
Artificers aren't really known for
Arm.
having super high damage spells.
do you have anything that stops their mobility?
No,
Oh fuck.
I don't. Sorry, I'm useless.
You're not useless, shut up.
I will cast Cloud Kill. Because I do have that. So it's a 20-foot radius sphere. Jesus, that's huge. I want to place it somewhere over like here-ish, where it will get hopefully these two at least without getting any
Okay.
of us. And it is a 20-foot radius sphere of yellow-green fog. That will do 5d8 poison damage.
Okay. 20-foot radius?
Yes, 20-foot radius. I'd like to try and get both. Jesus Christmas. 20-foot radius is huge.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Clue. I'm also gonna so yeah, I want to get the two of them in it, but not get any of my companions or myself.
That seems like where it is currently good.
So they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
My spell save is 19.
That's a crit miss and an 11.
Perfect. So they will take 5d8 not radiant damage, Jesus, poison damage.
Okay.
I actually think that I keep forgetting that I have a thing that lets me do more poison damage when I do things.
Mm.
But I get to add my int mod to one roll of a spell when I'm dealing damage with things like poison.
Cool.
So I'll get to add an extra +5 to this.
I like it.
Sorry, I have to scroll through so many things to read them. So I will do 5d8.
You're not a horse.
What the fuck?
Moo.
Oh, sometimes I wonder. Okay, so that's 22 plus 5 is 27 damage to both of them. 27 poison damage.
So, you have found a damage type that they are resistant to.
You son of a fuck. I assumed it would be like necrotic or something that they were resistant to, which is why I didn't cast Blight.
Sure, that would also make sense. It seems like it's not quite hurting quite as much, but it does. You hear them sort of squirming around. They just don't really breathe or have a circulatory system that functions too well. But yeah, it still hurts a
does
little bit.
specify that it works even if the creature doesn't breathe. It literally lists that.
Sure, but yeah, the creature itself is. Yeah,
that's interesting. That it literally lists that.
Because yeah, no, you can't have people holding their breath and getting out of it. That wouldn't make sense.
Right.
Or I mean, it does. But...
Okay, I'm also going to
instruct... creatures.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, it says creatures are affected even if they don't need to breathe.
Yeah, it's being affected. They just resist poison.
Okay,
I think
just wanted to make sure.
Cool.
I'm gonna ask Clue to move over here.
Okay.
Because the cloud will move 10 feet away from me at the start of my turn.
Okay.
And I wanted to kind of see if I could shepherd it towards these guys popping up over here.
Sure.
So I wanted to kind of move this way so that over here. So that it'll kind of move. I don't know which direction away from me it will move, but I'm trying to have it move like away from me in a straight line kind of a thing. So who knows? Anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. So a couple things now happen. One, Charity, you're looking at all of this, and your strategist mind is starting to do the mental math of the first time that one thing hurt Stormbringer with its aura, it seemed to have an effect. But when multiple were around, obviously that effect wasn't the same, but doubled. You're pretty sure that the more of these that are around, the way like that damage scales so quickly. And you've only killed one of them after 2 rounds of combat. The mental math that you're doing is starting to see this as that this isn't adding up that looks good for you. And now that Clementine has cast something that would really hurt people if they tried to escape that way, you're starting to see some of these options limiting, and it's beginning to, you can feel your pulse begin to beat harder in your chest. you're not quite going into this fuzzy kind of fainting space, but you can sort of feel that tendency in that direction. But you're trying to sort of center yourself as you hear a voice from the rooftop across from you. Oi, bit of a pickle we have here now. You and your friends got mixed up in some rot trolls. And as you turn your head to see, there is an individual with dark black hair that sort of stands up a little bit, who's really finely dressed, large rings, gold chains, a beautiful sort of bandolier of interesting trinkets on him. And then he is flanked by 3 of those sort of skinny creatures that honestly you've been around the block enough to know. And you remember Stormbringer being bit by one. You're pretty sure this is a vampire and his spawn that has now sort of entered and mocked you.
Oh my god. That wasn't push to talk?
No, no one heard that.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're all gonna die.
And at that, I think we should call it for tonight, friends, as this sticky situation got a bit stickier.
Because of the blood.
Because of everything. Thank you, though, for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing, friends. So much fun. This is always so great. Yeah, I mean, scary, fun. I can't wait to see what happens next time. Thank you all. We love you, and we'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Lonely she walks down beside the green river. My lady she was, and I bend my knee. One divine, my seraph, my heart to deliver. She gives me a small flower that I call Tomb Lily. I love so completely, so true and so sweetly. But know that our story is so short, it must be. Every time that you show me that blue and white flower, reminds me of me, lady, who descended for thee. When she leaves me sighing, leaves me darkness, I call